What's up? Welcome to your Buckeye Rush Hour for a Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. How's everybody doing today? Pinballing your way home from work? Hope not. Drive safely out there, will you? What's up, PC? I see you. Oh boy, what do we got going on today? Today's topic, I'll kind of lay it out here. So Ohio State hires former NFL coach, head coach, offensive coordinator, Joe Philbin as an offensive analyst. It's a pretty big hire. I think this is substantial compared to some of the other analyst hires they've made in the past. We've never had a former NFL level coach like that. So let me know what you guys think. Hit me with your questions and comments in the chat. You guys drive the show, so jump in there. So it looks like Joe Philbin joins the army of polo shirts that you see at the top levels of college football. You know, Alabama, Georgia, all the big programs do it, and the Buckeyes are, no different. So it's a good pickup because I see him kind of as a replacement for Kevin Wilson. He's going to help out Justin Fry with that offensive line. O-line is his baby. That's his where he cut his teeth. That's what he did. That's like his go-to. That's what his strength is. Ohio State, Ryan Day had this to say. He said, quote, Joe Philbin brings a diverse background of being an O-line coach, a coordinator, and a head coach. And that diversity is really going to bring a lot of value to the offensive staff room. So he's 61 years old. He has been a college and NFL coach since 1984. He last worked in college as Kirk Ferentz's first offensive line coach at Iowa from 1999 to 2002. Yeah, Brian Ferentz must not have been available. I don't think he was old enough to coach at that point. So otherwise he would have gotten the job, I'm sure. Anyway, so Philbin was primarily an O-line coach, offensive coordinator in the NFL. Most recently worked with the Cowboys as an O-line coach from 2020 to 2022. He did win a Super Bowl with Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers there. He was their offensive coordinator from 2007 to 2011. He oversaw that unit, and they were top 10 in scoring all 5 seasons he was there. They were number 1 in 2011. So, and that's the year they won the Super Bowl. One connection here that I know of is Philbin coached Brian Hartline when Hartline was at the Dolphins from 2012 to 2014. So there's that connection there. Probably helps Hartline when it comes to the offensive coordinator, taking over play calling duties and things like that. So he's got somebody he trusts, somebody he knows, and somebody that he can go to for, somebody close to him that Hartline can go to. Philbin has been heavily involved in game planning, installation, and putting together play scripts, obviously. So Aaron Rodgers did have a quote about Joe Philbin. He said he remembers a lot of dry humor. Every time he talks, he reminds us how simple the game is. It comes down to the little things, and he's always reminded us and harping on those things. So that's Joe Philbin in a nutshell. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Oh, we got a new guy, Cowtown Customs, here from Coshocton, Ohio. All right, good to see you, Cowtown. PC. Everybody's hearing good things about Joe Philbin. I don't have a negative. I cannot find a negative thing about the guy, unless he's had the internet scrubbed. But who knows? PC has questions. What are the rules for analysts? And something about they can't talk to players or something like that. Yeah. and he is going to go help Justin Fry's room mostly. That's the focus, but I think he's going to be helping out the entire staff. Kind of like Kevin Wilson. Kevin Wilson had input on the game plan. He really helped out the O-line. He was an former O-line coach himself. So that's why I say this Philbin is kind of a Kevin Wilson replacement to some degree. The rules for analysts, they can't coach on the field, and they're not supposed to be, I don't think they're supposed to be in communication during games directly with the head coach. But I think they can have things relayed to the coaching staff, through, somebody that's on a headset. So they're up in the booth, obviously, with their binders and everything. But yeah, no on-field coaching, allegedly, supposedly, not likely. I think that they very much are coaching in practices and stuff like that. Definitely won't have any cameras rolling near them while they're working with players. So that's my from what I hear from coaches and former coaches, that's what it sounds like. So the experience, you can't top it. I don't think. A guy that's been around the game forever, college and NFL. It's been a long time since he's been on the college level, but I don't think that's a bad thing. 61. So this might be his last job. It's not like he needs to coach for the money. I don't think so. Hit me with your questions and comments about Joe Philbin. I had to do some quick homework on this guy. Last time I remembered seeing him on a sideline was the Cowboys, and I don't recall that going especially well for him. Who else? Let's see. We also can talk about the Pac-12 TV deal that seems to be dead in the water, if you guys want to talk about that. But PC has a question. Weren't they talking about lifting those rules not long ago? Yeah. I believe it was January? Back in January, I think one of those NCAA committees that they love to put together was supposed to, they were supposed to take a limit off of the on-field coaches. So the staffs could be, all those analysts, all your full-time coaches, GAs, everybody has, free reign. So it's unlimited, right? So you wouldn't have to make a James Laurinaitis be a fucking grad assistant. You can actually appoint him a coaching position and pay him a salary that's reasonable. But yeah, that fell through. I'm not sure if that's coming back around or not. Yeah, but they did talk about doing unlimited coaching staffs. Let me see if I can pull up anything on that real quick, but it was last June. Wow. NCAA Transformation Committee will keep coaching staff limits in place for the 22 season. Yeah. I think that was, back in January. Yeah. The countable coach rule, they call it, for 2023 did not pass. So, yeah. It really helps the rich get richer, though. I mean, I can see it from different levels of college football where, maybe a MAC team, they can barely pay 10 coaches as it is, so they're not going to get a big staff of 20 dudes, whereas Ohio State, Bama, Georgia, Clemson, whatever, they're all going to just throw money at it, right? Yeah. They're just so big schools like Ohio State and those guys, they're just going to throw money at it, build up monstrous armies of coaches, and eventually you have like one coach for every player. I mean, theoretically that could happen, especially with the money coming in from the Big Ten deal, TV deal, and all of that. So, but yeah, I really like this guy. He seems pretty mild mannered from everything I remember seeing him on TV and interviews and stuff. really calm, cool, collected, has been well traveled. And run through his resume here. He started at Tulane as a GA in 1984. Went to WPI. Is that like the radio station? Sounds like a radio station. Anyway, something called Merchant Marine in the late 80s. Went to Allegheny, coached at Ohio, coached at Northeastern, coached at Harvard. Then Iowa is where he got his big breakthrough into big time college football, quote unquote, big time. Then he was there for 3 years, went to the Packers and was there for quite a while. And then the Dolphins, was a head coach there for 4 years. Then the Colts as an assistant head coach and an O-line coach. Then the Packers again in 2018 as an offensive coordinator and interim head coach. That was right when Mike, what's his name, got fired. And then 2022 was with the Cowboys. So that makes a couple analysts that we've added this year. Yeah, he'd be the second one. Mike Dawson is a defensive analyst that was added this offseason too. He worked at Nebraska from 20 to 22. Also brings NFL experience. Worked for the Eagles 2013 to 2015 and the Giants in 2019. So, yeah, WKRP in Cincinnati. I think that's where he worked. Maybe he was a jock, on-air jock. But yeah, what else you guys want to talk about? Hit me with your questions and comments. And Mike Dawson? No, Mike Dawson. Yeah, we could use a Mike Doss actually. My slack jawed. This southern region is infiltrating my speech patterns. Talking like a hillbilly nowadays. Yeah. So what else is going on? Looks like we're getting some rain here, about to get pounded. It's that time of year when you get those pop-up storms. The old lady just went out for a walk, so she's probably getting drenched somewhere. Hope she doesn't text me. That's going to be a problem. That should be fine. Just get a floaty. What else is happening? Oh, this Pac-12 TV deal, guys. This thing is a mess. Holy crap. ESPN just pulled out. Literally, they pulled out. So their deal, let's see, they have a current deal. This is reported by CBS's Dennis Dodd. ESPN is out as primary media rights holder for the conference. That's a major blow for any plans the Pac-12 had in the future. And their current deal with Fox and ESPN expires in 2024. So they got one more year with that deal. And that coincides with UCLA and USC coming to the Big Ten. And then, of course, Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC. A lot of shit going down in 2024. 12-team playoffs. Cats and dogs are living together. Mass hysteria. My wife makes me watch fucking Ghostbusters like once a week, so don't ask me why. Let's see. So, yeah. That makes the Pac-12 the only Power 5 conference without a long-term media deal going into 2024. So ESPN could still get some of their later games. So in that like 10:30 window, but they're going to be, garbage. Let's see what else is happening here. Yeah. I think the Pac-12 is done. Yeah, Kevin Warren did leave a fart in the elevator. Yep. Didn't even take credit. What a guy. That guy keeps on giving, doesn't he? So it sounds like the athletic departments for all 14 Big Ten schools are going to have to come up with 40 mil. They're splitting it, so at least it's not 40 mil each. That seems impossible. Yeah, Pac-12 is trash. But yeah, so what else? I think there was a $40 million fine or some type of penalty that the Big Ten has to pay Fox because freaking Warren gave away the 2026 Big Ten championship game to NBC, even though he didn't own it. Fox owns the Big Ten network. Therefore, ipso facto, they own the Big Ten championship game. So it was Fox's game to give away. Warren, I don't know, he didn't read that part of the handbook or whatever when he took the job. But yeah, so then there's another $30 million penalty because of the COVID season when the Big Ten as a whole didn't come up with enough games. They didn't have the same number of games they were supposed to have in a regular season. So Fox nailed them on that one. It must have been some kind of crazy language in the contract. You got to come up with 12 regular season games, and the championship. So Fox really, these lawyers for these TV networks are some ruthless sons of bitches, and they don't leave anything out of their site, man. They cover all the bases. PC says, how's that even legal? Isn't that gonna get sued? Isn't that guy gonna get sued, slap his ass with the $40 million? Yeah. So in perfect Big Ten fashion, the Big Ten is actually forming a committee to decide if Kevin Warren should get a bonus for signing this big TV deal during his time at the Big Ten network or at the Big Ten. So not only, I don't fucking get it, man. They're forming a committee to decide. I think they're getting an outside party involved, a third party, to investigate whether Kevin Warren should get his bonus. Just like the Big Ten, just like the freaking Big Ten, man. I'm telling you, I am not surprised at all. So, yeah, I think the Pac-12 is doner and dunner. That right now, the plan for the Pac-12 after this deal expires, it looks like the main bidder is NBC Universal, meaning specifically the USA Network. So your Pac-12 is on the USA Network. I don't even know if I have that with my YouTube TV. Probably do. I would have to go searching really long and hard for it. So, wow. They got a little bit of time, the Big Ten TV deal starts this year. So that's not even signed yet, by the way, thanks to Kevin Warren. The new guy, TD, he's got a bag of shit on his desk when he opened the door. What's left with the Pac-12 after USC leave? Utah. Yeah. You gotta, Burt McMurphy last week said that Oregon and Washington have been vetted and cleared by the Big Ten. So it seems like it's just a matter of time before they join the Big Ten. You got to have more teams out west. You can't have USC and UCLA traveling east for half of their football seasons, right? A 12-game season, and okay, 6 games, you got to fly fucking 6 hours, guys. Sorry. And sorry about those back-to-back Rutgers and Maryland games. Jesus. So yeah, Utah. I'll take Utah. We kind of debated this, what was it, last Sunday? A couple Sundays ago? I don't remember. Anyway, I don't know, man. Anybody else from the Pac-12? Arizona State's, got an investigation from the NCAA coming, thanks to what's his name, and I just, you play to win the games. Big Ten doesn't want to touch them with the 10-meter cattle prod on their Ghostbusters line. Arizona sucks. Yeah, there's nobody else out there. If you can get 6 teams, good luck. Stanford and Cal, then you got 6 out there. That really helps UCLA and USC, and then Oregon, Washington. That's what I go with, those 6. Yeah, PC says just a matter of time. Be a Big Ten West, a Big Ten Central, and a Big Ten East. Could be. Yeah, could be. But I think they're going to do away with divisions by 2024 anyways. So I think that point. What else? It was Washington State. Oh, they're just garbage. I don't know much else about them. They're trash. Big time bad. I don't think there's any NCAA issues with them. Remember Leach was there a few years ago, RIP Mike Leach, but he had them kind of playing well for a bit, but it's all relative, right? I mean, it's not like they're winning Pac-12s. I'll have to check on that, PC. I don't know anything about Washington State and dollars. Hard telling. So what else is happening? What's going on a hump day? Pretty quiet here. Looks like Jeff and Sean will not be joining today. Got Sean on last Monday. That was good. Talked about the coaching rankings. What else? We're looking at total amount distributed by each Power 5 conference per school in the 2021-2022 fiscal year. Wow. Big Ten leading the way. Total amount distributed by each conference. Big Ten distributed 60 million, SEC 50, Big 12 42 to 45, ACC 38 to 41, Pac-12 37 million. So Big Ten is basically almost doubling up the Pac-12. Yeah. Big question I have is what about uneven revenue sharing, or uneven TV revenues? If you let a couple of teams in like we did to Rutgers and Maryland, I think Nebraska also. I don't think any of them are back to full revenue yet. I think they might have another year or two. So that's what the ACC is talking about. You got Clemson, Florida State, and even Miami for some reason complaining about not making. They feel like they should make more money from their TV deal. They feel that they should make more than Wake Forest and some of those teams, but I'm not sure how they have that claim. If I were North Carolina basketball, I would say we do pretty well, TV wise, but maybe not North Carolina football. So yeah, ACC is begging. They're begging. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with these TV deals. It's definitely going to mean the end of one or two conferences, but I was listening to Joel Klatt the other day about conference realignment, and he was saying that he attended the Big 12 meetings, the commissioners and the ADs and presidents meetings, and he attended the Pac-12's meetings, and he said that the overwhelming tone of the two meetings was very different. The Big 12 was like aggressive and growth oriented, growth focused, and the Pac-12 was like survival mode. Like they were shitting bricks. Shouldn't use that language. Sorry, shitting rocks. So yeah, Pac-12, I think, and we're seeing another domino fall in this Pac-12 TV deal. So I think they're screwed. Just a matter of time, and where does everybody scatter to? You know, like roaches when you turn the light on. But see you, PC. Would we, if the Big Ten did it that way? Yep. I'm not sure what that means. Probably replying to one of my comments, but it is 5 o'clock somewhere. So don't forget, folks, anybody that's listening down the road, replaying this live video, if you're listening tomorrow or whatever, or tonight, don't forget to hit that join button. Join the TBC Friends membership. I've got some recruiting nuggets every day I'm posting there in the community tab. And you can reply, put your questions in there. We're going to do a recruiting live stream. What else? Oh, we've got, you get a free t-shirt from the buckeyecast.com. What else are we doing? Got to get some content together for the recruiting live stream, but that's going to be just members only. And I'm going to have some members only videos and stuff. So hit the join button, and we're going to go till 5, and don't have much else going on here. Gonna have some more recruiting coming up. Oh, here comes some thunder. I think that's my my warning, my 5-minute warning. Seeing some things recruiting wise. It's looking like linebacker Sammy Brown out of Georgia. It looks like we're probably running second behind either Georgia or Clemson, most likely Georgia. No, it's not OnlyFans, PC. Oh, I have an idea for an OnlyFans for older people like my age. It's called Older Fans. It's where we get together and I tell you what hurts on my body and what little exercise I did to strain that little part of my body. Older Fans, check it out. Yeah, Sammy Brown has probably the best man perm I've ever seen. That thing is flowing. I hope he never cuts it. I hope when he gets to the NFL, that an NFL team doesn't make him cut it, because that is glorious. That is glorious. Yes, and you get a members only jacket, PC. So consider it. $5.99 a month. I don't know any other place you can get a jacket for $6. What else is happening here in the recruiting landscape? Teron Nichols is putting out a top 6. He's the corner out of Cincy. I can't see it in this post. Couple more minutes here. Let me see if Tyrion Nichols. Dumbass. Get my head out of my ass. Okay. Here's the rest of it. So Tyrion Nichols out of Cincinnati. He just posted a top 6 of Cincinnati, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, Pitt. So determined to stay in the Midwest, obviously. But yeah, not looking good for KJ Bolden. It's really frustrating, man. For a safety-oriented defense, how do we not get any good safeties? Like 5-star safeties, man. This doesn't make freaking sense. And the dude's cousin is Perry Eliano, for Christ's sake. Talk about frustration, man. Damn it. We're supposed to go to dinner downtown. I don't know if that's going to happen. Getting blasted. Oh, well. Save $200 there. Don't tell my wife. I'm happy about it. What else? Yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on any new recruiting stuff. We had a defensive focused recruiting thing. Daily Blitz come out this morning, so I'm sure you guys listened to that. PC says, I think everyone will change their tune if our defense kicks ass this year. Yep. I've got a nerd. Usually the power goes out whenever it lightnings around here, so bear with me. Yeah, I've got a defense focused top. Can the Buckeye defense be a top 5 defense in 2023? Daily Blitz tomorrow, so check that out. And yeah, there were a lot of names. Sorry about that, PC. I'll list them out for you next time. What else? Yeah, so I think the Buckeye defense can be a top 5 defense this coming year. Maybe we'll do a Friday. We'll talk about that. That'll be our topic. Top 5 defense for the Buckeyes. I laid out a bunch of statistical categories and did some research, looked at last year, where we finished and stuff like that. So check it out. Yeah, I know, PC. I'm sorry. I wouldn't call it drinking from a fire hose. Maybe call it like shotgunning a beer, or doing a shot of bourbon, or I don't know. What else do kids do? Anyways. Oh, it's 5:01. Gotta go. Good to see you, PC. Hope you're doing well. Glad you were able to join us. And everybody else, we had a bunch of viewers, but not too many people popped in the chat. So folks, please hit the TBC Friends membership, click join on any of the videos, and hop in there, get those member benefits. Yeah, shotgunning a beer is easier because it's just freaking water. I like to see somebody shotgun a beer can full of bourbon. You want to live life and also end up in the hospital. Anyways, good to see you, PC. Everybody else, good to see you. Talk to you later. Go Bucks. Thank you, Cowtown.